G'day and welcome back to another episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups. On this episode, we are talking about the Gunson Carb Balancer available at Minisport. So what is a carb balancer? Well, when you have multiple carburetors, it is important to make sure they're balanced. Now you're probably wondering, why is that? Why can't we just throw them on, adjust them, send it on its way, and away you go? Well, you could, but it's probably not going to run at the optimum performance and or economy you're after. So they do need to be balanced from left to right. Now that means the right amount of air is going into each carburetor. If you have too much air going into it, it's going to create the problem of running rich, which means it's getting too much fuel inside there, which then is going to cause bore washing, it's going to cause potential misfiring, you're going to be fouling spark plugs, you're going to be using excessive amount of oil, it's going to lack performance, etc, etc. If it is not sucking enough air, it is going to be running lean. Lean means it is going to be running too much air and not enough fuel. So essentially the same thing is going to happen. It's going to get excessively hot. It's not going to run right. The plugs are going to start to burn out. You're going to introduce a variety of problems. So that's where this tool comes into play. This comes with everything you need to be able to balance them. It comes with a couple of components. So we have the vacuum gauge, a couple of fittings, an airline, and a housing in which it needs to go over the throat or the open part of the carburetor itself. So you just remove the air filter, you place it over there, and it does come with a full set of instructions on how to use it. This is a really good tool that, as I said, if you do have multiple carburetors, you do need to make sure that they're balanced. Once you balance them, you can then go and tune it. So tuning is about adjusting the balance of them if you have multiple. If not, then you can just not worry about this. You just go through and adjust the idle mixture, the fuel mixture, the ignition timing, and it's literally just circle work until you get it correct. This will definitely help with balancing because you can tune the carburetors to suit the setup in which you run. It might be a high performance engine running high compression with a really lumpy cam, or it might just be a stock engine. Depending on what you do, you need to make sure that when you're tuning your carburetors that the right needles are fitted. Now, although this is not going to tell you what needles are going to be fitted to it, this is going to help you balance left and right. So make sure that they're in unison. Once they're in unison, you can then go ahead and get it tuned. Whether you want to do that yourself using other tools like the Gunson spark plug tool, which we'll talk about in another episode, or you're going to pay someone to do it, or you might just be old school, send it down the road to a guy who listens to both carburetors using a tube and works it out that way. If not, you can do some research online. It is something that you do need to spend a lot of time doing in terms of learning how to tune a carburetor correctly. So these are available at Minisport. They're not overly expensive, but it is a worthwhile tool having if you do have multiple carburetors on your classic Mini or any other vehicle in which you want to balance them. So make sure to check out their full range at minisport.com.au. Grab yourself some merch while you're there. They've got a bunch of t-shirts in colors, sizes, and even hoodies and hats. We'll see you on the next episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups.